Our mission for this rebuild is clear. Within 5 seasons, the club must return to the top of Spanish football with a financially sound policy and a strong youth academy. Our objectives for this rebuild are promotion to La Liga, securing European football, becoming champions of Spain, and finally, having a youth player win the Player of the Year award in La Liga. But of course, we start with our first goal, promotion. We kick off by signing the young Argentine Domina. We particularly need speed up front, which our current strikers lack, and this is crucial for the style of play I want to implement. At 2.4 million, he isn't a bargain for a club in La Liga high promotion, but at 18 years old, he's an investment for the future. We're also parting ways with some older players who don't fit into our long-term plans. We start the season well, with standout performances from club legend Lucas Perez and our new signing Domina. We also quickly see our first talents emerging from the youth academy. Diego Navas and Pedro Calderon both have potential ratings in the mid-80s to mid-90s, so we decide to bring them into the first team for some game time. As I mentioned, we start the season strong with 9 wins and 6 draws in the first 15 matches. Undefeated, we're at the top of the table, but with Cadiz and Oviedo hot on our heels, there's no room for mistakes. We start the season searching for the right tactics with the new FCIQ feature, but eventually settle on a 4-4-1-1 formation that transitions to a 4-3-3 in possession. Both the playing styles of the players and my own style fit well with this formation. If you have any recommendations on playing styles with the new tactics, feel free to leave them in the comments below the video. Domina proves to be a perfect fit and quickly secures his spot in the starting lineup, showing a real knack for finding the back of the net, which is a great asset. Unfortunately, our star player and team leader Lucas Perez gets injured, and we'll have to manage without him for 3 months in a position where we don't have much depth. Next up is our first big clash, the match against title contenders Cadiz, who were relegated from La Liga last year and are eager to bounce back. I expected a lot of excitement, but the match was quite disappointing. Like many Spanish teams, Cadiz relies on their technical skills and builds their attacks very slowly and patiently. So we spent a lot of time chasing the ball. However, we came out on top in the end. We scored in the first half to make it 1-0, and even then, Cadiz continued their slow play, which cost them dearly after an hour. A huge mistake in their build-up allowed us to seal the game. Halfway through the season, we're still unbeaten and sitting at the top of La Liga hypermotion, with Cadiz trailing by 4 points. Our striker Barbero is unhappy with his playing time, and we could use a financial boost, so we've put him up for sale. He eventually decides to move to our aforementioned rivals, Cadiz. Fortunately, we can manage without Barbero, and despite not being flawless with a few draws here and there, we remain unbeaten. After 24 matches, it's clear that our consistency is unmatched by the competition, with our lead over Cadiz now extended to 8 points. We also see a second wave of youth players in our academy, a group that brings us a lot of joy and success in the youth tournaments now available with the new Rush mode. Although we've had previous successes in youth tournaments, this group stands out. They easily defeated the youth team of FC Malaga and then Elche in the semifinals. In the final, we faced Huesca, who started strong and scored 2 impressive goals. But our talents have immense potential, and it's great that you can now fully get to know them through these tournaments. Right after the 2-0, we quickly struck back with an excellent combination between De Vries and Torres, with Torres eventually scoring from the rebound. Then it was Simon and the same Nick De Vries' turn to showcase their incredible skills. First, De Vries, assisted by Simon, turned brilliantly to score the equalizer. And finally, with just seconds to go, De Vries scored the winning goal in spectacular fashion, securing the youth tournament victory. These are fantastic talents that we will closely follow in the coming seasons. Next up is the reunion with Barbero as we host Cadiz. Just 5 minutes in, Cadiz is awarded a very soft penalty, which they convert, putting us behind against a team that loves to play slow and keep possession away from us. It takes us over an hour to create a good chance, but when we finally get some space, we capitalize beautifully. Yereme sets up Domina with a fantastic through ball, and our young striker doesn't miss. Right before the end, we have the ultimate chance to snatch the win, but our backup striker Boldini misses a huge opportunity, and Villares scores the rebound from an offside position, a disappointing result. We also fail to secure a win against Elche, and our lead over the second place shrinks to 6 points. Cadiz has fallen behind, and our only remaining challenger seems to be Levante. We continue to play well, with Boldini gaining confidence, but the results aren't always there. Despite some close calls, we're still unbeaten, but Levante is closing in, now just 4 points behind us with a head-to-head match on the horizon. Fortunately for us, this match turned out to be an absolute dud, ending in a dull 0-0 draw with Levante, devoid of any exciting moments. The gap remains at 4 points. After a solid victory over Malaga, with Domina starring once again by scoring 2 goals, his second assisted by the returning Lucas Perez, we receive the big news. The next match against Huesca is our first match point for the title. A draw is enough to secure promotion to La Liga, achieving our first objective. With the captain's armband on our star player, we prepare for the big moment. Huesca proves to be a worthy opponent, but at a low gear, we take the lead just before halftime through none other than our young striker Domina. What a signing he has turned out to be so far. The match drifts along without any memorable moments, and in the final phase, we make one last push into Huesca's penalty area, but they fend off the attack. Then, as they try to clear the ball, the final whistle blows, signaling our victory and the championship. With the La Liga Hypermotion title, we achieve our first objective in the very first season, promotion to La Liga. And we did it unbeaten, a season of unparalleled quality at the second level in Spain, though with critical moments and some weaknesses we'll need to address at the top level. Moreover, this was the last hurrah for our captain Lucas Perez, who retires after this fairy tale return to the top with Deportivo. Several other key players are reaching an age where their overall rating drops month by month, so we'll need to make good signings for the next season without deviating from our philosophy of youth and sound financial management. As we wrap up the season, we hear that despite some disappointing performances, we still get the chance to stay at the helm next year. It's good to see that some things haven't changed from FC 24, ridiculous objectives and dumb management. Before we end the video, enjoy our top 15 goals from Season 1, and see you in the next video of our Deportivo rebuild as we compete in La Liga. Thanks for watching.